What's up, YouTube? Got a little discussion to do today. Today I wanted to talk about the do's and don'ts of how to buy, sell, and trade yo-yos with your fellow throwers. So, let's get right into it. We have a few really good resources for buying, selling, trading yo-yos secondhand. The Reddit, the Our Throwers Reddit, link is down in the description, always has a good BST post that gets refreshed I think it's every week, every couple weeks, maybe every month, but they have a good post up that's pinned to the top of the Reddit for you to list what yo-yos you want to buy, what yo-yos you want to sell, what you want to trade, what you're looking for, all that stuff. That seems to work out pretty well. It's been going for a good long time. There's the Facebook BST. There's actually a couple different ones, but the most prominent one, I think the one with the most members, is the Facebook BST and Talk. It is a closed group, so you do have to get into it, and you sort of have to prove that you're a member of the community and an upstanding member of the community. So if you're trying to get into that, you know, keep trying. Maybe message Mod, maybe message somebody who's already a member. But that one's kind of just to keep scammers out and stuff like that. It's a closed group, so can be a little tougher to get into. There's also the Yo-Yo Expert forums are pretty good. They have a whole buy, sell, trade like sub forum that is excellent as well. Lots of good feedback and stuff goes through on that. Those are probably the safest ways to do it. You can of course do it through Instagram or whatever else you want to do it. But basically, I just wanted to kind of run down what works the best for me and sort of an etiquette, I guess, as to how to best handle everything, just how to have the smoothest and best interactions. I've had a lot of really, really good interactions. I've had a lot of good feedback, and I've just, been able to get some yo-yos that otherwise I may not have been able to get, and I've also been able to sell some stuff, make some money here, some money there. A lot of it, I've been able to sell some yo-yos and make some money and put it back into the channel and stuff. So that's, or put it into, contests or going to contests or whatever. So that's kind of, a nice thing that you could do with your yo-yos. I feel like the yo-yo community and the guitar community are very similar in that aspect, that the products retain value, and even if it's not their full value, but like you get some use and value out of it, and then you don't have just this worthless thing. You actually have a yo-yo that maybe somebody else wants, as long as you don't beat it up too terribly. And, you can actually recoup some of the value, particularly if it's a yo-yo that you're just not playing anymore, but maybe somebody else would want to. So I really enjoy the BSTs for that. But here's the etiquette. I would say use the BSTs. They're probably the safest and the most well-monitored, and you'll be able to get immediate feedback as, hey, has anybody ever dealt with this person? And either the answer is yes, he's a scammer, don't deal with him, or no, or yeah, that person's great, I've had a lot of really good interactions with him. Go for it. Super safe. It's not foolproof, but nothing really is. It seems like it works out great for just about everybody. The problems seem to be very few and far between, so we do a really good job policing that. You can develop friendships through the BST. I know a lot of times, like my buddy Brett Cosma, I mention Brett all the time. He puts up yo-yos sometimes, and I'm like, oh, I want that yo-yo. And, sometimes Brett and I just kind of do interactions and trades and stuff on the back end. I like Brett a lot. He buys and sells a lot of yo-yos, and he's an excellent guy to deal with. He's just an excellent guy in general. Do interactions and trades and stuff with guys who you interact with on a semi-regular level and a regular basis, and who have similar tastes in yo-yos, or who you guys know each other's tastes in yo-yos. Because very often you get some good deals just dealing with your friends, and then you can reciprocate good deals, and it all works out for everybody, and everybody's happy. First and foremost, just be nice. It's tough to deal with somebody who's overly picky, asks for a million pictures. Are you sure it's dead smooth? Are you sure you're buying a used yo-yo? Somebody's already thrown it at the ground. If you really want a dead smooth yo-yo, go and buy it brand new. But if you're gonna be really just overly picky about it, you may need to step back and realize that the BST is not a customer service storefront or anything like that. It's individual people who are not stores, who have no interactions and no affiliations for the most part with those specific companies, and if something is not to your liking, maybe they change the pads, maybe they change the bearing, maybe there's a scratch or a scuff or something. Now, it is up to the seller to absolutely disclose that information as best as they can. However, if you're going to be overly picky when you're buying a used yo-yo, you maybe just want to stick to brand new stuff. And, you could say, but I don't have the money for brand new stuff. Then you can't be picky. Beggars can't be choosers. You just can't be. Don't be overly demanding. Now, by overly demanding, what do I mean? Yes, absolutely request that stuff gets shipped quickly or whatever, or, just follow up and stuff. But don't immediately jump into it. I'm going to pay you today. You ship today. Be nice. We are all nice people, for the most part. Just be nice. Approach each other very civilly, very kindly, because that's how you're going to get the best interaction out of everybody. You get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. And really what you want to do is just be nice, and that will make your transaction go as smooth as possible. And remember that everybody is human. Scamming, not worth it. Not even a little bit. I can tell you the few times that scammers come up, they get banned from every BST. Their names become infamous, and you are told, never deal with this person. And a lot of times, they're gone for life. Gone. Or at least for a very long time. Scamming's not worth it. I'm telling you right now, it's not worth it. You'll lose out a lot more by trying to scam somebody, because we'll catch you, and we will just ban you indefinitely. You'll be cast out from the community. And then you just won't be able to buy and sell, trade yo-yos online at all, ever. So don't do it. Do what you say you're going to do. Buy the yo-yos you say you're going to buy. Sell the yo-yos you say you're going to sell. And try to give the descriptions of the yo-yos to the absolute best of your ability. Now, I'm not talking about if somebody forgets to mention there's a scratch or something. That's not a scam. As long as the yo-yo plays good and the price was half decent, it's probably not a scam. But there are moderators for this, so if you're having a problem or something, bring it up to one of the moderators and they'll talk it through with you. They'll probably talk it through with both of you. So you do have a little bit of a bounce back there. But scamming is it's not worth it. I'm just telling you right now, it's absolutely not worth it. Good communication, however, is key. Make sure you talk to the people. Now, through Facebook, it's really easy. You can message them, and you don't need to accept message requests or anything, I don't think, as long as you're talking through the ad that they've posted in the BST. So it really, through Facebook, I think is probably the easiest and the best way to have communication. You can always call each other, give each other phone numbers, text, whatever you want to do. But I think the Facebook Messenger is probably the easiest. That's really how I conduct all of my transactions, is through that. And I've found it to be pretty easy, because you can just, once it ships, take a picture of the receipt, show that it's shipped with the tracking number on it, and send it to them. Super easy. I do it as I walk out of I do it on my phone as I walk out of the post office. Click the picture of the receipt, send it to the message thread that we have up. It's on its way. You'll have it, whatever day. If somebody's not communicating very well, that's something to bring up to the moderators. Say, I bought this, I paid for it a week ago, I haven't heard from them since. That's a good thing to bring up to the moderators. And that's a good thing to be demanding and complain about. Not, if it's been a day or whatever, but if it's been a week, there we go. If communication gets real bad, that's something that moderators need to know about, and that's something that we maybe need to know about as a community. As far as shipping is concerned as well, try to ship within 2 to 3 business days. That's pretty standard, I would say, especially, if you do a deal on a Friday or something or whatever. A lot of times what I'm doing is I'm looking through, something will come up on a Friday, and I'll say, oh, hey, particularly if it's a trade. I'll say, hey, can I trade you this for this? Sometimes you guys are just really good, and you fire that stuff out immediately, and I have it Monday. If I'm at work, it's I can't get this shipped out today, and there's probably no way I'm going to get to the post office before noon, before it closes on Saturday. So most likely I'm just going to bring it to work on Monday and ship it out, and you'll have it Wednesday or Thursday. But, try to ship within 2 to 3 business days. I feel like that's probably the best etiquette is, if you make a deal on a Friday, make sure it's out by Monday. If you make a deal on a Thursday, same thing. Try to make sure it's out by Friday, as long as you made a deal during the day and you had time to pack it. But this is, again, where communication is key. If you're going to be late, let them know. Say, hey, this will go out. I'll drop it off on Monday. I'll drop it off on Tuesday. I'll be out of town. I've never had a problem with that. As long as I communicate, say, hey, this will absolutely go out on Monday, and I do that, never been a problem. And I think that that's probably the best way to do it. And, you really just got to communicate and let people know, and then do what you're going to say you're going to do. If you say it's going to go out on Monday, make sure it gets out on Monday. Also, ship in a box. We're going to talk about how to do that. Now, yes, if you ship in a bag, I understand. Sometimes it's all you got. You get a bubble mailer. It's a lot cheaper than buying the box for like $4 or whatever at the post office if you're there. Links down in the description. You can totally just buy bulk boxes at Amazon. They're like 50 cents each or less, maybe like 35 cents each, but you can get them at Walmart or Target or wherever else. It's pretty cheap, but there's a link down in the description. You can get them on Amazon if you have Amazon Prime. It's like $12 and you have like 25 boxes. I would recommend just doing that. But ship in a box. If you do have to ship in a bag, make sure you take everything apart and wrap each item individually. Get those little bags, those little baggies that like strings and bearings and stuff come in. Put all the like axle and the bearing and stuff in a little baggie like that. If you have to ship in a bag, take the yo-yo apart and make sure everything's wrapped so it's not banging around in there. I still don't recommend this because it could totally still get crushed, but I've luckily not had any trouble with getting anything in a bag that has been crushed or anything, but I still don't trust it. I don't think it's a good idea. You should ship in a box. Now, how do you pack a yo-yo? Let's talk about packing. Try to save your boxes as best you can. Even if it's not the box that the yo-yo came in, save the boxes from other yo-yos just in case you need them for selling and trading and shipping and stuff. This is a Zekio box. It's a pretty standard box. I just kind of save it and chuck them up somewhere. And, it fits. Most boxes like this will fit most yo-yos. They're pretty standard. And what you're going to want to do is put the yo-yo in a box. Doesn't necessarily have to be the box the yo-yo came in. Put the yo-yo in a box. See? Here's the benchmark. Didn't come in this box, but it fits in this box. Put the yo-yo in a box. Take your box. So you got a box here. This is a box. Packing material is important. If you got bubble wrap, that's great, but newspaper, regular paper, all that stuff works fine. Wrap the yo-yo that's in the box in paper or in bubble wrap or whatever. Put it in a box. Try to get some wrap around it. Make sure it's not banging around in the box. Try to get it nice and tight in there. Throw extra strings in there if you want or whatever. I always like to throw extra strings in, but I get a lot of strings, so that's me. Close the box. Tape the box shut. You want packing tape, not like Scotch tape. Get some packing tape, also cheap. Link in the description for that. Packing tape. Tape up your box. Either write the address on or get a address pad thing or whatever. Stick it on there. Address on. Take it to the post office. This cost about $3.50 to ship. That's it. Ship it. Track it. Send them the tracking number. And then if you're the buyer, let the seller know when it got there. Let them know, hey man, it's great. Showed up. Appreciate it. Let them do that. That's it, guys. Just have a good interaction. Be nice to each other. Don't screw around. I do videos every day. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what do you think. You guys have good interactions on the BST? Any nightmare ones? What happened? How to come of it? Because, I think we could always improve. Mugs and stuff on sale in the Throws and Brews store. Check them out. I've restocked the mugs, restocked the shirts. Pricing went up on the shipping went up on the mugs. I apologize for that, but what can you do? Freaking post office. Anyway, that's going to do it for me today, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers to you. I'm out of coffee. I'll see you next time.